What's good, Canucks fans? It's time for another edition of Ask Me Anything. I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Sunday, January the 9th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video descriptions. And by Advanced City Experts Real Estate Group, contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. I'm going to move this ring light. It's peeking out from behind me. Kind of annoying me there. All right, there. Let's try that. Okay, tonight, my regular weekly Sunday night live stream. So I hope you join me at 10 p.m. tonight. I've already put the link on my memberships tab. But yeah, make sure you join me tonight at 10 p.m. We'll find some stuff to talk about like we always do. Speaking of finding stuff to talk about, let's talk about some of your questions. Some really good questions today. And it's kind of funny. They're kind of in three categories. They're about YouTube, they're about the Canucks playoff chances, and then they're about something else that I can't remember right now. So let's get right into it. And I think some of the questions today are really, really well thought out. Very good questions. Let's start with Legend Just Incredible. What has been the most rewarding experience you had as a content creator in all your years of doing this? How has your faith influenced your desire to pursue this as a passion, but also as a way or gift of connecting and ministering to a community out there? Wow, such good questions. I will say this, and I could probably go for a whole video on this one question, but I'll try and keep it short. I started this YouTube channel 10, 12 years ago, really with a focus on my family, capturing some footage of my kids as they're growing up especially, and then to help me do my ministry, some promo stuff, some speaking stuff. And then the Canucks stuff didn't come until a few years later after I vlogged the 2010 Winter Olympics. And then they got me into this whole daily vlogging thing. Then I did some sporadic Canucks stuff, did some parody songs, and then didn't really go daily Canucks till a few years ago now. And of course, I've loved it ever since. So the most rewarding experience I've ever had, and a big picture, is knowing that I'm having an impact in people's lives, knowing that I'm making an impact on people, whether that's brightening their day or making them feel better about themselves or helping them feel that they can accomplish anything. That's kind of like the big picture. And I'd say this comes out mostly in the live streams, to be honest with you, Justin, whether they're members live streams or regular live streams, a chance to actually engage with people, not just me talking at the screen and then hoping people will watch it and comment, but rather the real time engagement. Those are the most rewarding ones to me. Now, I could be kind of, conceited as well and say another rewarding experience was getting acknowledged for some of the parody songs we've been doing, whether it's in the number of likes or Elias Pettersson recognizing me or getting nominated for an NHL Fan Award. I admit all those things are nice, and they're nice for the confidence or self-esteem or ego, whatever you want to put it. But truly, the more rewarding experience is actually knowing I'm having an impact on people's lives, meeting people that I've kind of met on the channel, meeting those people in real life, and them being able to say something like that to me in person. That's the biggest thing for me. And to your second part, how has your faith influenced your desire to pursue this as a passion? Yeah, I think everyone knows that I'm Catholic. Everyone knows that I work for the Catholic Church. And while this isn't a Catholic channel, it's not Catholic Clay, although it could be. I think the fact that in my ministry, in my work, that I have impact, I can speak into people's lives, I can do that here on this channel as well. So I think that's the way it influences my desire to do this on a daily basis, is by being positive, by being hopeful, by being genuine and raw and honest and transparent. I want people to get to know me, and I want people to know that I care about them. So I hope that makes sense. Wonderful question, Justin. And I got more YouTube questions coming up in a little bit, but I want to bounce to some Canucks questions. Tristan, how many more Canucks games can the NHL postpone? And if they do keep on canceling the games, do you also think the NHL will need more time to complete all the games to be made up? Great question, Tristan. Yeah, I think, I don't know how many more the Canucks will postpone, or the NHL will postpone the Canucks, given that they're away now for the next 5 games, next week and a half. So maybe that's it. I hope that's it. That's already 7 games that they have to make up. They can do that in the 2.5-week Olympic break. And I do know that the NHL has the mechanisms to expand their regular season by 1 more week. So let's see if that happens. They use the 2.5 weeks during February and then a week at the end of April to make up all the games. Not just the Canucks. There are teams actually that have even more games to make up than our Vancouver Canucks. Simply M says, what do you predict the Canucks record will be in their next 15 games, looking at how tough some of the teams they're playing are? Great question. I said the Canucks got to go 28, 17, and 3 over the final 59 games to make it to 28, 17, and 3. 48 games. Sorry. They need 59 points in 48 games. So I said they got to go 28, 17, and 3 over the last 48. So to break it down to a third of that, their next 15 games, I know how tough this upcoming road trip is. And even when they come home, they have some tough games as well, including against Florida. I think they got to go 9-6 or 8-6-1 or 9-5-1. Otherwise, they're going to run out of runway to make the playoffs. So what do I predict it'll be? Maybe it'll be closer to 8-7 or 7-8. But I think they got to go 9-5-1, 8-6-1 at the bare minimum, or 9-6, something like that. Brian, when the Canucks, not if, I love it. When the Canucks make the playoffs, who do you think the first round opponents will be from the Western Conference? Well, if the Canucks make the playoffs, I vlogged about this yesterday. I think 5 Central Division teams are going to make it. So the Canucks will finish third in the Pacific. So that means they'll likely play against Calgary. Calgary or Anaheim, because I think Vegas is going to win the division. And I think Calgary or Anaheim will finish second. And if Vancouver makes the playoffs, they got to make it the third. I don't think they can make a wild card. If they make a wild card, obviously if they finish in the first wild card spot, they'll likely play against the weaker division winner, so that will be likely Vegas. Although, no, they're well, but then the Central Division is pretty good between St. Louis, Nashville, and Colorado. And so I think wild card 2 will end up playing the winner of the Central. So I think the Canucks, to make the playoffs, they got to hit Pacific 3. That means they play against Pacific 2. So that means it's going to be Calgary or Anaheim, whoever finishes in second. Mike, if the Canucks make the postseason, how do they go? I think they can win one round. I don't know if they have the guns to get past Vegas. Let's say if they play in the Pacific. If they play in the Central Division because of wild card, I don't know if they even make it out of one round, to be honest with you. But we'll see. I like their chances better if they stay in the Pacific somehow. But to do that, you have to finish third, likely. So I think they can win one round, but I'm not sure if they have the defensive depth to go past one round. Crispy Assassin, when will fans be in NHL stands for Canada in full capacity? You know, this Omicron is supposed to crest by the end of January, so maybe we're looking at the earliest in February. Maybe. Delta, who's your favorite non-Canuck currently in the NHL? I like Nathan McKinnon. I like Steven Stamkos. I like Connor Hellebuyck. And no surprise if you guys know, my 3 other favorite teams are Colorado, Tampa, and Winnipeg. So I have one player from each team. I do like McKinnon. I think he's awesome. I like Stamkos. I've always admired him as a player. And I really like Connor Hellebuyck because my cousin Dusty worked with him back in Winnipeg back in the day. FMD789, what part of doing the YouTube channel do you find most rewarding? Thanks for keeping the Canuck positivity going during this time without any games. You're welcome, FMD. And if I can refer back to my earlier question, the first question I answered, the most rewarding part is actually knowing that I'm speaking to people's lives, hopefully bringing a smile to their face, hopefully giving a positive outlook, hopefully impacting them. And then as a follow-up to that, when I meet people and they're able to express that to me, it's not for my ego, but to know that I'm actually having that impact, that's the most rewarding thing for me. And I never take my platform, as small as it is, for granted, for sure. Andreas, how did you develop the skills to run a YouTube channel? Film, edit, create content? Was it something you did as part of your work? Were you just interested in it? Great question, Andreas. Ever since I was little, I was always in front of the camera doing home videos, or always speaking, at least public speaking, elementary school, high school, student council, all those things, university. So when it came to actually starting my channel, I felt very comfortable in front of the camera. I felt very comfortable in front of a microphone. And often the advice I give to YouTubers or content creators is just start creating, just start doing it. Don't worry about setting a schedule. Don't worry about expectations. Just start. Get that experience. That's the most important thing. My editing isn't great. I can do the basics just on iMovie. I know my sons use and many other people use way better equipment and way better programs. But for my purposes, I pride myself in going one take. My Canucks take all in one take. So I'm able to show that I'm able to speak off the cuff, off the top of my head, maybe for better, for worse. So yeah, I haven't taken any courses on speaking or video editing, obviously. Content creating is just learning by experience and seeing what works for me. Great question, Andreas. And SK, do you foresee yourself doing this full-time ever? Great question. No, I don't think, I don't know if I have the time, energy, and skills, quite frankly. I'd have to really devote a lot of time to make it. I think if I expanded it to Canucks and maybe other stuff, but then I kind of it kind of jumbles up the message and the branding a little bit. So no, I don't see myself doing this full time. I know there's other guys that are older than me that are able to do it full time, and God bless them. But for me, I like being able to work for the church. I love bowling. I love doing religious ed. I love exercising. I love my family. I love traveling. And then I love doing this as a passion project on the side that brings in a few extra bucks on the side. Great question, SK. Lastly, Quacky, do you like whales? I think, is that because the Canucks orca, or simply that you like whales? Yeah, I watched the odd National Geographic or Discovery show on them. I had never seen one live in person on a tour or whatever, or on a cruise. So yeah, I guess I like whales, but they're not my favorite to either eat or to look at. How's that for an honest answer? All right, Canucks fans, thanks for your great questions. Leave a reaction to my answers down below in the comment section, and make sure you join me at 10 p.m. for my weekly Sunday live stream. Shout out to my legends, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, hero members Nucksfan number 29 and Carol Bovenlander, Hall of Fame members Jens 95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Channing Hollingworth, and HSM Fangirl Gaming. Sorry, Fangirl, I got to make sure that I get a little smoother with that. I guess old habits or hard habits are hard. Yeah, old habits are hard to break. Let's go with that. Anyways, thanks for your support. As always, thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You're listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos, or the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to. Become a member of the channel or upgrade if you'd like to. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Enjoy your Sunday. Canucks will finally play on Tuesday. At least that's the plan in Florida. See you tonight at 10 p.m. 10 p.m., not 10 b.m. Not sure what BM means. Maybe I should take a course on public speaking. God bless, and go Canucks go.